The contract landed on the table with a wet, finality-shaking thud. My name was already scrawled across it in my aunt's trembling handwriting. Wet ink, fresh, undeniable. I stared at it, my breath hitching. Across from me, Daniel stood, his tie perfectly straight, his smile never wavering. Just need your signature, he said, tapping the page with a manicured nail. Your aunt's been through enough. Let's make this easy. The words hung in the air, thick with something I couldn't name. Guilt? Relief? Something worse. My stomach twisted. I knew the truth before I even opened the document. I flipped through the pages, my fingers moving faster than my brain could process. Legal jargon, official-looking letterhead. But then I saw it, a bold underlined name at the bottom of the last page. His name, Daniel Carter, co-owner. My fingers trembled. Not with fear, not with anger, with something worse. Recognition. I knew that name. I'd seen it in the papers. The scandal that had rocked the town. The elderly widow who'd suddenly had a son she'd never mentioned before. The trust fund that had vanished overnight. The empty house that had been sold within weeks of her death. I looked up, meeting Daniel's gaze. His smile was still there, but something had shifted. A flicker of panic? A momentary hesitation? I didn't know, but I knew I had to act. Aunt Linda, I said, my voice steady despite the rage burning in my chest. Did you read this? She hesitated. Her eyes were glassy, still foggy from the grief meds. She'd been prescribed them the day after Uncle died. Too much to handle, the doctor had said. Asterisk, just a little sedative. Asterisk bullshit. The word slipped out before I could stop it. Daniel's smile vanished. His face darkened, his jaw tightening. Watch your tone, he said, his voice low and dangerous. I didn't watch. I grabbed my cousin Jenna's arm and yanked her into the kitchen, shoving the contract at her. Her husband, Mark, was a detective. If anyone could spot a scam, it was him. He scanned the pages, his expression darkening as he read. This isn't just a will update, he said. This is a transfer of all her assets. To him. Jenna gasped. We need to search his stuff. Daniel must have sensed the shift. He stood abruptly, his phone already in hand. I'm calling my lawyer. His thumb hovered over the screen, but I was faster. I lunged, snatching the phone before he could dial. The screen lit up with unread messages. Dozens of them. Asterisk, hey, it's me. Any update on the property? Asterisk, my sister's getting suspicious. Need to move fast. Asterisk, she signed the deed. When do I get my cut? Asterisk, my blood ran cold. This wasn't just about Aunt Linda. I scrolled further, photos of deeds, bank statements, other women's signatures. Names I didn't recognize. Dates stretching back years. Jenna gasped. He's been doing this to everyone. Daniel's face twisted. Give me that back. He reached for the phone, but Mark stepped between us, his cop voice cutting through the chaos. You're not going anywhere. The front door clicked. Aunt Linda stood there, pale, clutching a stack of envelopes. I found these in his car, she whispered. Condolence cards. Checks made out to her from Uncle's friends. All unopened. All hidden. Daniel's phone buzzed again. Another text. Asterisk, police are at my house. What did you do? Asterisk, his face went white. He bolted for the door, but Mark blocked him, already on the radio. Daniel fumbled with his phone, fingers flying as he tried to delete everything. Too late. The squad car pulled up before he could finish. Aunt Linda's hands shook as she watched them cuff him. The fog in her eyes finally cleared. He said you all just wanted the money. I pulled her into a hug. We just wanted you. The cops dragged Daniel out, still muttering about his lawyer. His phone kept buzzing in the evidence bag. Another widow. Another con. That night, we burned the fake contracts in the fireplace. Aunt Linda signed nothing else without a lawyer present, and neither did I, ever again. Some people collect stamps, others collect victims, and the ones who do, they always slip up, because greed doesn't just blind its targets, it blinds the hunter too.